Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic procession. Please be seated. Professor Philip Allmendinger, Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, University of London, Professor York Bly, Provost, SIM Global Education, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the SIM and University of London presentation ceremony. My name is Yu Ting, and I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremony for today. This year's ceremony carries special significance for SIM and the University of London, celebrating the 40 years of partnership. We will witness over 1,100 students from the class of 2025 who will be graduating over 3 sessions. This cohort has made us proud in achieving 219 first-class honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding our graduates for their achievements. It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished panel on stage. At extreme left of the stage, first row, we have Ms. Agnes Ang, Director, Higher Education and Quality Assurance, SIM Global Education. Professor Timothy Chan, Deputy Provost, SIM Global Education. Professor Emma McCoy, Vice President and Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, London School of Economics and Political Science. And Professor Philip Allmendinger, Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, University of London. At your extreme right, first row, we have Dr. James Abdi, Associate Academic Director, EMFSS, London School of Economics and Political Science. Dr. Zhang Jianling, Associate Dean, SIM Global Education and Senior Visiting Fellow, London School of Economics and Political Science. Ms. Elizabeth Aiken, Associate Vice President, Education, London School of Economics and Political Science. And Professor York Bly, Provost, SIM Global Education. I would now like to invite Professor York Bly, Provost, SIM Global Education, to deliver his welcome address. Professor York, please.
Professor Philip Allmendinger, Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, University of London, Professor Emma McCoy, Vice President and Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, London School of Economics and Political Science. Distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the SIM University of London Graduation Ceremony 2026. Graduates, the day of your graduation has finally arrived. Congratulations, you made it. Today is a proud and memorable occasion. It marks the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and determination. Each of you has traveled a unique path to reach this moment. Along the way, you have faced challenges, adapted to change, balanced competing demands, and continued moving forward with resilience and purpose. That is an achievement worth celebrating. But today is not only about individual success, it is also about the people who stood beside you throughout this journey. Your parents, families, loved ones, mentors, and friends. Their encouragement, belief, and support have helped make this moment possible. So, to all of those who have walked this journey with you, with our graduates, we thank you. Today is also an opportunity to celebrate a truly remarkable partnership. In fact, a milestone. 40 years of partnership between the Singapore Institute of Management and the University of London. Our collaboration that began in the early 1980s, when Singapore's rapidly evolving economy created strong demand for capable managers. Together with the University of London, SIM produced tertiary management studies and graduated our first cohort of just 30 learners. What began as a small step has since grown into a partnership of remarkable scale and impact. Over the past 4 decades, we have nurtured about 52,000 alumni, many of whom are contributing to industries in Singapore, across Asia, and beyond. The University of London has a long-standing global reputation for academic excellence and intellectual leadership. Our partnership continues to provide learners in Singapore with access to internationally recognized degrees and rigorous academic training. Together, we aim to prepare our graduates who can contribute meaningfully to organizations, communities, and societies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a legacy worth honoring. It is also a reminder that education is never just about the transfer of knowledge. At its best, education expands possibilities. It creates opportunities. It equips individuals not only to succeed professionally, but also to contribute responsibly and constructively to the world around them. That is especially important because we graduate at a time of profound change. We live in a world shaped by rapid technological disruption, shifting economic realities, and rising expectations of leadership, responsibility, and adaptability. Entire industries are being transformed. New opportunities are emerging, but so are new uncertainties. Yet I believe this is not the time for fear. It is the time for confidence and optimism. Much has been said about the rise of artificial intelligence, often in ways that sound unsettling. But the more encouraging truth is this: technological change does not only remove work, it creates work, creates values, and creates entirely new possibilities. According to the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025, while 92 million jobs may be displaced globally by the year 2030, 170 million new jobs are expected to be created over the same period of time, a net gain of 78 million jobs. And that is an important reminder for all of us. The future is not simply about jobs disappearing, it is about jobs evolving. For graduates in banking and finance, business and management, finance and management, and digital innovation, this moment brings not only challenges, but extraordinary opportunities. Your fields are being reshaped by big data, digital transformation, and artificial intelligence. In banking and finance, technology is improving risk assessment, fraud detection, investment analysis, and client management. In business and management, it is redefining strategy, operations, and the way organizations create competitive advantages. And in management and digital innovation, it is enabling graduates not only to merely adapt to change, but to lead it by redesigning systems, improving decisions, and creating new value in a rapidly evolving economy. Most importantly, these advantages do not diminish the importance of people. On the contrary, they increase the need for people who can combine technical understanding with judgment, creativity, empathy, and ethics. The International Labour Law Organization has also offered an encouraging assessment. In many occupations, generative AI is more likely to augment human capabilities than to replace it entirely. In other words, in many occupations, AI is more likely to help people function at a higher level rather than make them redundant. And the scale of that value creation is extraordinary. PwC estimates that AI could contribute up to $16 trillion to the global economy by 2030. That is not just a statistic. It is a measure of new productivity, new enterprises, new services, new opportunities, new innovation and entrepreneurship. So when you think of AI, I encourage you not to think only about automation. Think about augmentation. Think about new ideas, new ventures, and new ways to solve old problems. Think about jobs that will be redesigned, industries that will be reinvented, and value that will be created by people who know how to use technology wisely and responsibly. The philosopher John Dewey once said, "Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself." I believe that captures the spirit of today beautifully. Your education has not merely prepared you for what comes next. It has already shaped the way you think, the way you solve problems, and the way you engage with the world around you. And that process does not end today. In many ways, it begins in you. As graduates of SIM and the University of London, you leave with more than just a qualification. You leave with the ability to adapt, to grow, and to make a positive difference. You leave with the responsibility to use your knowledge well, not only for personal success, but also for the benefit of the organization you join and the communities you serve. At SIM, we are proud of what you have achieved, and we remain committed to your journey beyond graduation. Throughout lifelong learning, professional development, and enduring alumni network. Let me leave you with 3 brief thoughts as you begin this new chapter. First, learning is a lifelong endeavor, and it surely does not stop at graduation. In fact, it becomes even more important once you leave the classroom. As I said before, the world you're entering is changing fast. To stay ahead, you will need curiosity, adaptability, and the willingness to keep growing. The graduates who thrive will not necessarily be those who know the most today, but those who continue learning most effectively tomorrow. SIM is here to walk the journey with you. We offer a range of learning opportunities to help you upskill, diversify, and keep your professional edge sharp. Use them. They exist for one reason: to support your lifelong development. Second, success without purpose is not real success. Albert Schweitzer once said, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success." You will make many decisions over the next few years: where to work, what to pursue, what to value. Let purpose guide you to those decisions. Choose the work that excites you, problems that challenge you, and missions that matter to you. Success is not merely a title or a salary. Success is building a life of meaning. Success is knowing that your work creates value, not only economic value, but human value. In a world of rapid innovation, that distinction matters deeply. And third, leadership begins long before the title. Some of you will go on to become managers, directors, CEOs, entrepreneurs, or founders. But leadership does not begin when someone hands you a title. Leadership begins with how you treat people, how you communicate, how you listen, how you show respect, and how you lift up others even when no one is watching. Use your talent to build, not to dominate. Use your voice to encourage, not to silence. Use your skills to create value, not just for yourself, but for the people and communities around you. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what real leadership looks like. In closing, let me leave you with a thought often attributed to Steve Jobs, that those who believe they can change the world often are the ones that do. So be bold, dream bigger, dare to dream bigger than is comfortable, and when life presents you with a fork in the road, choose the option that requires courage. Those are often the decisions that shape a life of meaning and impact. You graduate today not just with knowledge, but with the ability to think, to analyze, to adapt, and to lead. Use these skills well. Step into the future with confidence. Keep your curiosity alive. Stay grounded in your values. Do not underestimate the impact that you can make on the world. And most importantly, never give up on your dreams. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Professor York. I now invite Professor Emma McCoy, Vice President and Pro-Vice Chancellor Education, London School of Economics and Political Science, to deliver her address. Professor McCoy, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Indeed, Professor Bligh has said many of the things that I am about to say in my speech, and I would just like to reiterate many of those points. As many of you spent probably hours and hours revising for your classes and your exams, you'll know that repetition is one of the keys to consolidating knowledge. So that's my excuse, and apologies in advance for some of the repeats. So, distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, and I think most importantly, our graduating students, it is a huge pleasure and an honour to join you for this very special celebration. I am Professor Emma McCoy, Vice President and Pro-Vice Chancellor for Education at the London School of Economics and Political Science. I think it's really wonderful to be here, especially to be here in Singapore. I visited several times, and it's always such a joy, not only to congratulate you on your outstanding achievements, but also to recognise the very important and long-standing partnership between SIM and the University of London. As has been said, this year marks 40 years of SIM delivering University of London programmes, 4 decades of dedication to education, excellence, and opportunity. It is a milestone that is truly worth celebrating. To our graduates, today represents the culmination of sustained effort, resilience, and ambition. Earning a degree is never easy. It demands focus, perseverance, and the courage to push your own boundaries, particularly on those of you studying LSE degrees. You should feel immensely proud of what you have achieved. But none of you have reached this point alone. Many of you have been supported by family members, friends, and mentors. Having had 3 children of my own graduate, I know how proud this moment is for all of the parents and carers in the audience. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge everyone here in person or celebrating elsewhere who made your journey possible. On behalf of all of us, thank you. Today, however, belongs primarily to our graduating students. You now join a global community, and I think that word global is really critical, a global community of University of London graduates, a network that spans more than 160 years and has shaped institutions, industries, and communities across every continent. It is an extraordinary community, and I hope that you feel inspired by the company that you are joining. LSE is particularly proud to contribute to this legacy, and for over a century, our mission has been to understand the world and to help shape it for the better. Guided by our motto, to understand the causes of things, we promote an education that builds curiosity, analytical thinking, and the ability to navigate complexity, all more important than ever in the particular times. Now, these principles underpin the programs taught here at SIM. Since 1986, SIM has partnered with the University of London to provide high-quality learning, and as has been said, to more than 52,000 graduates, quite remarkable. And this success reflects not only the strength of the partnership, but also the dedication of SIM's academic and professional staff, who work tirelessly to create an environment where students can thrive. So give me leave to take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to Professor Wei Kwok Kee, Professor York Bly, Professor Timothy Chan, Dr. Jialin Zhang, Ms. Sylvia Yeo, and all of the SIM colleagues for their leadership and commitment. Their work ensures that the standards of University of London and LSE education are upheld here in Singapore. Indeed, Singapore itself is central to this story. One of the world's great centres of education, commerce, and ideas, built on the same analytical and forward-looking thinking we prize at LSE and the University of London. As graduates, you are part of both traditions, and we look forward to welcoming many of you to London in the future, whether for further study at LSE or to celebrate with us at our graduation ceremonies. And as you graduate today, you step into a world that continues to evolve rapidly. The challenges are real: inequality, climate change, geopolitical uncertainty. But so is the ingenuity being brought to bear on them. What distinguishes those who shape the future is not simply understanding these forces, but the willingness to engage with them rather than stand apart. And so our challenge to you, as University of London graduates, is to move from understanding to action. The knowledge and skills that you have built here, your ability to think critically, analyse evidence, and see across perspectives, are not ends in themselves. They are tools for improving the world, for your organisations, for Singapore, and for the broader social good. But beyond knowledge, carry forward the values you have cultivated: curiosity, integrity, respect for different viewpoints, and a commitment to positive impact. And these values will guide not only your careers, but your contributions to society. Graduating from SIM and the University of London means joining a truly vibrant global alumni community, including generations of SIM graduates who have gone on to make an impact here in Singapore and across the world. We look forward to seeing how you will shape the next chapter, perhaps even the next 40 years of this remarkable partnership. So let me conclude by saying once again, congratulations. Enjoy this day, celebrate what you have accomplished, and look ahead with confidence. We look forward with great interest to what you will do next. So on behalf of the University of London and LSE, I offer you my warmest congratulations and wish you every success in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor McCoy. We will now present graduates from programs under the academic direction of the London School of Economics and Political Science. I shall now invite Professor Philip Elmenzinger, Pro Vice-Chancellor Education, University of London, for the presentation of graduates. Pro Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance full-time program. The first class honours recipients are
Liang Jiayin Jovin, Tan Mingjie, 邱文彬、汪玉琴、
The graduates are
昂介义、Candy Lim Chiu Ping、张雪莹 Janice、Charmaine Ong Hui Sing、崇恩启、Delgado Lian Jeanette de Andres、Ethan Kong Chun Hong、冯卫杰、Gabby Kang Jia Wen、Gayatri Ravindran、Go Jingri Gerald、Jacob Tang 凯杰、Jewel Tai Yawen、Joycelyn、Keith Chan Jin Wai、Ko Shan Ting Leda、Lam Bo Sien、李巧开、Lim Ro Singh、Lim Yin Qian、Lo Hai Rui、Lo Jia Xuan、Marco William、 Melissa Maria Rosarin. Minimal Devika. Eng Shihui. Eng Sixuan. Nguyen Trong Thế Nhiên. Nicholas Chu Bun Ye. Niranjan Kumar Retnakumar. Noel Tang Ching Feng. Niu Yui. Pang Chen Cheng. Pierre Tan Yen Han. Ho Yin Chi Sandra. Renfred Lim Chun Kai. Ruben Naidu Ramakrishna Naidu. Suos Mona. Tan Kian Hua. Tang Kaifeng. Teo Hui Xin. Tok Jing Heng. Valerie Benita. Wang Shiqi, Charmaine. Wang Yiting. Wu Yang Yang. Shi Cenan. Yap Rong Chun Calvin.
Pro Vice Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance part-time program. The graduate is
Lo Ni Teng Hestia.
Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented. Pro Vice Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Business and Management full-time program. The first class honours recipients are
Callista Ching Kai Ting. Garrick Chu Tze Chen. Qi Si Hui. Ong Yok Boon Marcus. Praisiri Winita. Tan Chin Chang. Teo Jiawei Natalie. Teo Xinyue Shannon. To Yujun Fabian. Yo Yongjun.
The graduates are
Aaron Kishanedran Henry Chandran. Adelia Ko Ruiwen. Aisha binti Muhammad Zaki. Alagapan Arunachalam. An Wei Chung. Ang Li Xian, Rachel. Arvind Kumar Meeth Katrella. Bei Beng Ho. Brian Tan Jun Hao. Chai Yi Yang. Kandria Chan. Chan Hei Lam. Chan Wei Qi Germain. Chan Yen Tong, Glenda. Chandak Ria. Zhang Zijian. Cheng Yixian, Irvin. Jia Keying, Crystal. Qin Yan Ru. Chloe Go Kai Yi. Chloe Lam Xuan Yi. Christy Avina Rusli. Chua Chinru Giselle. Claudia Go Yihui. Das Sayali. Divya Govindarasa. Diego Christian Marie Beck. Andre T. Puyu. Eden Wallace Fu Yide. Eric Wun Tan Yi. Famida Abdul Salim. Fatimatuz Zara binti Muhammad Yunus. Ferdinand Dwi Hartanto. Gerard Lim Yong Feng. Glynis Ngan Sin Yi. Go Ro Yu. Gordon Wu Chiwei. Govil Hamangji. Gunasekran Divya. Haley Xia Sin Eun. Heber Jeanette Jermia Peter Leonot. Ho Jingyi Hannah. Hong Yuxuan. Isaac Pang Yujie. Jain Archa. Janice Louis Sok Yi. Jason Wong Zizao. Jeet Satnam Singh Chawan. Jeslyn Lim Xue Yi. Kang Cheram. Kelvin Ko Guan Chun. Kenneth Ang Wei Tong. Ke Jingyi. Corinne Lo She'en. Ku Youqin. Kun Yati Cho. Konatam Satishriya Shatal. Kong Kai Ting. Krishna Roshini Ananta. Lai Wenfei. Lao Linyi Alyssa. Li Ziji. Lim Jinyi. Lim Li Sin. Lim Yunli Wiko. 林世妮、林蹭豪 Gerald、梁启hin、罗继恒、Mathur Shivank、Matthew Aldrich Brillant、Matthias Ang 定元、Muhammad Misreen Muhammad Mishfaq、Mok Jiaying、Naidu Vibha Vijayakumar、牛佳琪 Catherine、牛丽婷 Ariel、牛信英、Navesh Ravichandran、Ng Jieling、Ng Xiujin、Ngô Thanh Hun、Nicole Tong Hui Chun、Nikam Ruchira Ravindra、Nur Akila binti Hamdan、Ong Jiang Yuan、Ong Xianghan、Ong Ximin、Ong Ying Mildred、Pang Huichen Sarah、Pang Yunhui Nicole、Parik Krishan Vardhan、 Patel Prerak Piyush Kumar. Penubolu Sumuka. Paisakamas Atikit. Hua Wei Jian. Rachel Rose Tan Jiawen. Ramesh Kumar Sahil. Raphael Luke Francis. Ravipati Joshith Chowdhury. Richard Stephen Biantoro. Rupani Tushina. Samantha Tan Sinway. Samira binti Muhammad Nasir. Saravanakuma Shrutika. Xia Zihao Joshua. Shreya Mittal. Sivaraman Vignesh Visalakshi Tashakriv Nilash. Swa Kai En Fernanza. Tang Meng Guch. Tan Huishuan Charmaine. Tan Jieji. Tan Kun Wee. Tan Li Xin. Tan Mei Shi. Tan Wan Ni. Tan Wan Yi Ashlyn. Tan Chenru Edlin. Terence Guan Song Feng. Tiam Yun Hui. Jia Yueying Sherlyn. To Jiajin. To Yuhua. Umi Hazia binti Muhammad Salim. Varsha Saravanan. Wang Jiaying. Yang Yiwen. Yo Yumin. Yuru Shan. Zanet Lim Shiyao. Cho Xingyuan. Zin Pie Son U.
Pro Vice Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Business and Management part-time program. The graduates are
Fu Wei Song. Lim Hui Min. Nur Hazira Izian binti Alfian.
Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented. Pro Vice Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Finance full-time program. The first class honors recipients are
Andrew Anderson Chung. Lengok Bao Kan. Nanda Ngang.
The graduates are
Ang Ping Shun. Chong Shaoxuan Jerome. 兄世哲 Sarah. Caressa Gianto. Kainsin Nyat Su. Lim Chia Chin. Lim Junming Aaron. Megan Kelly Sugiharto. Ong Hui Ting. Ong Ciyi.
Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented. Pro Vice Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Management and Digital Innovation. The first class honours recipient is
Shannon Monica Wijaya.
The graduates are
Balangyu Francine Violet. Catherine Eudora Harsoyo. Charles David Sujana. Choi Kwok Leong. Alicia Fung. Ernest Lau Tsunwei. Fu Jiawei Darylin. Hao Xinyi. Ho Xinyi. Jane Harsh. Kevin Joshua Ang. Lee Yong Sin. Legaspi Carl Amiel Abejo. Li Renjie. 李志军、连并祥、林鹤桃、龙信莹 Sherry、May Thuy Piu、Muhammad Faisal Muhammad Zafir、Nadia Danisha binti Hamza、Nuriryana Ashurya binti Abdul Malik、Ong Kit Cheng、Ong Si Hui、Ong Ting Chong、Ui Shiting Chloe、Ostrovik Artemi、裴少贤、Raylan Stephen Yanata、Rim Ju Won、Rina Francine Tay Xian Min、Shin Wati Luin、Tan Ye Yang、Tay Hui Yao、Teo Wei Tian Emily、Teo Wei Sheng Darren、Tangadurai Rachel Kathleen、Ting Xin Ya、Trixie Grace Mock、Troy Jordan Latip、 Wahid Mariam Safakayon.
Let us give a round of applause to the graduates who have just been presented. Thank you, Professor Almendinger. We will now present awards to individual graduates who have excelled in their studies. I would now like to invite Professor York Bly, Provost, SIM Global Education, to give away the awards. Professor York, please. From the Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance, winner of the ACCA Silver Award,
Teo Wen Bin.
from the Bachelor of Science in Business and Management, winner of the IRAS Gold Award,
Callista Ching Kai Ting.
winner of the IRAS Silver Award,
Garrick Chu Tze Chen.
from the Bachelor of Science in Management and Digital Innovation, winner of the SIM Silver Award,
Shannon Monica Wijaya.
winner of the SIM Bronze Award,
Ostroverk Artemi.
Thank you, Professor York, for giving away the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, among the graduates today is Mr. Shivang Mathur, who has graduated from the Bachelor of Science in Business and Management. Mr. Shivang served as the General Secretary of the SIM Information Technology Club. He also held the role of Research and Development Director at the SIM Sociology Club. His contribution included student engagement initiatives, leading industry outreach activities, and moderating a panel discussion at the club's flagship career fair. In addition, he is a recipient of the SIM Impact Student Leadership Award and SIM Edge Award. I now invite Mr. Shivang to deliver his remarks on behalf of the graduating class.
Good afternoon. Professor Philip Almendinger, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Education, University of London, Professor York Bly, Provost, SIM Global Education, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as the graduate representative of the class of 2025. To my fellow graduates, congratulations, we made it. My name is Shivank Mathur, and I'm from New Delhi, India, just one of the many places represented in this hall today. Each of us arrived at SIM through very different journeys. Some of you came straight after national service. Some joined after gaining some work experience. And some of us crossed borders, stepping into a new country, unsure of what to expect. Despite these different starting points, one thing remained the same. None of us reached this stage alone. Behind every single graduate in this hall stands a family, one that made sacrifices we may never fully see, but will always carry with us. For some, those sacrifices were financial. For others, it was emotional support from a distance. For me personally, this moment belongs just as much to my parents and grandparents as it does to me. It was my father's dream to see me study abroad, my mother's dedication that shaped who I am, and my grandparents' unwavering belief that kept me grounded. I've always wanted to make you proud, and standing here today, I hope I have. I know many of you share the same feeling. But once we stepped into SIM, a different kind of support took over. Our program executives and student services team guided us whenever things felt confusing or overwhelming. The Career Connect team helped us prepare for the world beyond these walls. And our lecturers who pushed us, challenged us, and helped us grow in ways we didn't expect. SIM also opened doors to countless clubs, communities, and initiatives. For me, the SIM IT Club, the SIM Sociology Club, and Isaac Singapore became spaces where I learned, experimented, and grew through real experiences beyond the classroom. As we leave SIM, the road ahead will not always be straightforward. Still, we walk forward with the confidence that we are capable, resilient, and prepared for what comes next. Class of 2025, the moment is ours, a moment to honor the journey, the challenges, the late nights, the people who stood by us, and the versions of ourselves that never gave up. Whatever the future holds, I hope we carry with us a sense of gratitude for where we have come from, for the people who lifted us, and for the community that shaped us. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shivang. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to thank ACCA and IRAS for their sponsorship of awards. On behalf of SIM and the University of London, we'd like to congratulate all our graduates and award recipients on their remarkable achievements. While we commemorate your successes, let us also honor the individuals who have accompanied you on this challenging education journey, offering encouragement and unwavering support. As you proudly wear your academic regalia today, they are the ones who take the greatest pride in your accomplishments. May I now request for graduates to rise? Turn and face your parents, spouses, children, relatives, and friends. Let us put our hands together to show our appreciation to your family and loved ones. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentation ceremony. We thank you for celebrating this special occasion with us. Please join us for light refreshment served at our courtyard on level 1 and the atrium on level 2. May I now request for the audience to please rise as the academic procession takes its leave.